Welcome. Music on? Yes. This is the second part of the entire black metal mountain that was resting on my couch that I just need to talk about, I guess. We're going to start with the Zombie Dance 4 records first that I showed in the last video, just for you to pick them up if you did the book. This is Sientium Templum. I struggled with some names last time, so I give them the proper shine. A cover so good they decided to leave the logo off, according to the label. This is a band from Chile, from Iquique Tarapala, something like that. And yeah, they play a very old school sounding black metal. It's mid-based in most parts, but you know, it goes all over the place. Revere the old, but played anew, I guess. A EP from, I think, last year or somewhere around those times. Art of Polarization, Ars Intempestiva, Interludio, Otreflexión Hermética, and Outro. So yeah, it's all in Chilean. Why is it so yellow? It's because the white, yes. Yeah, a band that got picked up by Tal from Zombie Dance in 2020 and then decided to put out this EP with him. There you go. They are categorized or look to the Mediterranean unisound cults such as Mortuary Drape and Delf are lords. So in that kind of doomish black sound, you should look for them. But yeah, very good records, short records, and there is older material, but it's really hard to find. This was the flyer for it, and I really love that painting. But yeah, they decided not to use it because he was in love with this cover, I guess. That's the first one. This is playing, it's ripping already. So yeah, that's the first one. Anything else? No. Yeah, South American sound, yeah, of course. That's it. Then, back to Belgium for this beast. Winds of Mayhem with, it has a title. It is the Demo 87, but it's better known, I guess, as Welcome in Mayhem. A demo from 87, and this is the only thing they released, actually. There was one live show recorded, I guess, that's lost to the ages. Wind of Mayhem, Symbol of Fidelity, Forces of Evil R, which is a track, Welcome in Mayhem, and Battalion of the Living Dead. Described as a more drunk bestial outtake from Batteries the Return. There is heavy metal influences in here, but it always, let's say it starts heavy metal with the influences from First Wave, and then especially in the vocals you can just hear them pushing for a darker sound. But yeah, really good. Winds of Mayhem, Belgium thrash black death metal band, emerged from the area of Gilly-Charleroi around 86, and then Welcome in Mayhem was recorded in 87 in the studio rehearsal place Death Terror in Liège and Namur. Another band, was recorded in the rehearsals place of Death Terror, another band from Namur, Liège. Yeah, the only thing, like I said, the copy was lost during a basement flood. Along with Black Shepherd, they were probably the blackest band to ever come from Belgium in the 80s. Lineup was Thierry, Mickey, and Dominique. There you go. South of Belgium. An interview on the back. Necro Metal does it. Colombian zine that was created by Bull Metal in the late 80s. There you go. So yeah, weird little skeleton guy there. But yeah, take my word for it. Sound-wise, it is very good. The original demo cover is on here. There you go, the tape. The cover used here is actually some kind of explosion in hell and demons leaking out, something like that. So yeah, good record by Zombie Dance. Fits the lineup. Belgian band on a Belgian label. Good production. Demo on the center label again. Good production. Product-wise, so it's not a flimsy record, it's done nicely. There you go, that was the lyric sheet. But yeah, Winds of Mayhem second to come in this batch. Gonna pick it up. Come on. There you go, it is Sunday after all. So yeah, pick it up. if you're into that kind of sound, the heavy metal, black death, whatever. 87. Cheers. Rippin'. Then I started reading the book, and after you get through the kind of the intro phase, you get into Minas Gerais. I think that's how you call it, the land of legends. Hosted a bunch of bands. Minas Gerais is the region in Brazil that Belo Horizonte was in. And in Belo Horizonte, where Cogumelo, where, Sarcophago, what else? Holocausto, Sepultura, Mutilator, but then later Impurity, Sex Trash, Abaddon, In Memoriam, among others. I'm just reading the book. You should too. But yeah, Cogumelo was there. So they created this entire scene or world that was just there at the start, and was kind of the start of the another building block in the second wave, I should say, or what second wave would become if you look what is now popular in, I don't know, tons of bands. But in Belo Horizonte was Bacarena or Bassarena, I think that's how you pronounce it. And they had a ton of bands, ton of bands. But one of them was this one, Behemoth, the Brazilian Behemoth, or the true Behemoth, as some would say. This, is one of their demos. I think the lost or the unreleased demo from '94. Hail Satan, of course, the supremacy of angel, hedonist, reign, march to Baphomet, black altar, and spiritual iniquity. Very cool cover by, I think, one of the guys from Witchcraft, the Finnish horde that has a spectacular lineup, all the same people, but so many bands that will show up. Yeah, these guys play in the vein of the bands that came before them, but yeah, Hells and Tank 666 as always for the support. Enjoy the dark scripture and keep the Belgian flame burning. That's it from Mayhem to this, I guess. The winds. Yeah, like I said, Barbacena Cult. Very cool cover. These are the guys. Reworked. And like I said, they had a bunch of demos. I think 2 demos, one better than the other. But this is a kind of a rehearsal or a demo, whatever you want to call it, in preparation for their first full length. But the sound here is, a rehearsal or a demo. It is much rawer, much less produced, I should say, and therefore, in our circles, the better. Here are the new releases. There you go. Talked about them in the last. Talked about the new releases more than about the releases and the book, of course. Yeah, there you go. The true Behemoth comes in this. That's the card. Comes in this red sleeve. I think you have a Dutch record that also has this one from the guys in Skierreich. There you go. Center labels, same artwork, but yeah, very good demo rehearsal from that region in Brazil. And still 94. There you go. Then, speaking about Witchcraft, and the last one in this part already is the Moonfall. I struggled with that even more, and the Wizard of Sinister, I think that's how you pronounce it. Eerie Realms of Hell. It has the color scheme, so you kind of know where the sound is going. It is not war metal, but it is equally as abrasive, I should say. I wrote a lot of stuff down, so I'm going to read a little bit. I ignored it actually as another side project. Well, ignored is a big word. I didn't get it at first because I kind of think it was laid away for me at the crypt, but yeah, shit happens. So I decided to pick it up. It was actually a gift from Tao from Zombie Dance because it had some blemishes on the cover, but no, I mean, I supported them, I guess. Like I said, Hail Conjurer, and her name is, because they're a duo, her real name I wrote down, but Malefic Eye from Horse Latitudes, Ride for Revenge, Depravement, stuff like that. So she has other bands and earned her stripes. Her vocals are, I think, let's do the female-male side. For female vocals, there aren't that many. I'm thinking about Lucia from Larvae, which I always you know, when I talk about them, the voice is always intriguing because she inhales, but she doesn't inhale. She just has a very good, dark, I don't want to go there, but sinister voice. The entire thing is kind of sinister sounding. It is crashing mid-bass black doom. Yeah, and the bass sound alone just rivals. I think the only thing I can compare it to is Alcicernos from Sleep or Home. It has that deep, booming, calming, trance-like bass that runs through a very putrid old sound, putrid black doom, I should say. They have 4 tracks on here: Intro, A Shadow, VDFS, which I don't know what it is, an interlude, Enter the Valley of Darkness, Altar of Chaos, and De Profundis Nigrum is the first part of the split. And this is very worth your time. Register Sinister. The other things they have too, let's see, what do they have? They have a demo from 20, Ad Tenebras. They have 2 Natures, a split with Cemetery Lights. Then there's this split, and then the Untitled split, I think, with Reptile Womb from this year. So they're still very active. Anything more on the sound? Yeah, when you hear a bass tone like that, or a bass being played like that, it just harkens back, especially when you're talking Black or Dead Tomb, to Greece. So yeah, there's that influence, but it's not just that. There's a bit more, and it's not as beautiful as sometimes the Greek music can be. But yeah, female vocals are so sick. She takes the crown of Lucia. Yes. Yeah, the only thing I can say about them is maybe time for a full length. But you know, if a slew of EPs and demos keeps coming, it's as good. I am now stronger than those weak herds, and their blood I will spill and vomit on the shrine of their inferior gods. There you go. Photography by Timo Ketola. The guy keeps popping up. One more time. Then we go into Moonfall territory. Like I said, Black Goat Invoker. Did I write that down? Their names: Goat Prayer and Black Moon Necromancer. Okay, there we go. They also, it's a perfect split because they also go back to the Greeks. Xantatol are Polish, of course, but not the Greeks, I should say. They go back to a similar sound as the Greeks, that doom, but coming from Poland. Xantatol, who started the entire thing there, Baratrum, also a very influential band for them. They have a ton of other bands, of course. I didn't write them all down. I think Ceremonial Torture, Necro, Deamonium, all logos I can't read for shit. And then Witchcraft, of course, which is maybe the most well-known band after their triplets of demos and whatever they do. Black Moon, Necromancer, and Goat Prayer. There you go. They have one new project which is worth looking into, but the tape is unfindable, so I have to send a letter to Finland, I guess. Sons of Eternal Darkness, born by the moon dusk, far beyond mortality to the mystical path of hell. Nice. Recorded in December 2022. So yeah, an instant classic split, I should say, because the sound is just, it's, yeah, kort door de bocht. It's Polish doom or black doom worship, and then Greek doom worship, but with so much more going on. So yeah, a very good and worthy pickup by Zombie Dance. The vinyl is thick and straight. You don't see that every day, especially now. And then with the logos for both Moonfall. But yeah, high praised split, in my opinion. And if it was here, maybe it is in my not on vinyl top. I'm not sure, but very good. And Charlie was right to include it in his. There you go. Pick it up. It's sold out, I guess, almost from him. If you're lucky, you can, you know, work something out, but I don't know. And then, of course, I haven't delved in completely, but it's what I read. It's very well done. So yeah, there you go. Record's done. Perfect timing. First 15 minutes in the bag. I have put on this Wicked split. Yeah, last time I'll talk about it in this video. I promise. Maybe not. Speaking about the Unisound cults, or the sound, this was recorded there. This is the re-release of Nergal, and the title is The Wizard of Nerat. This was praised, I guess, by Heidenshacht or New Era, or maybe both, as one of their records of the label that they pushed, I guess. But yeah, it is worth it. Hype sticker for Nuclear War Now, so they're always interesting. Originally released by the infamous Unisound Records in '95, Nergal's debut album returns from the underworld for a new generation, marked by somber songs, writing haunting keyboard passages, and cruel vocals. That's true. The Winds of Nerat cemented Nergal's unique place in the pantheon of Hellenic black metal, essential for fans of Necromancia, Varatron, and Rotten Christ. So look for it there. Maybe a bit later or on the heels of the beginning that those bands created, those three. But an excellent record, and yeah, it is a very good recorded one too. Timeless Father, c'est moi. My soul, blood will be dripping, the wind of hate. Lius Morker, the winds of Nerat. 6 Katares, the dream of the dragon, frozen forest, and Sparachmos. Yeah, one of the purple records. More on that later. Very well released blue pinkish vinyl. There you go. I think that is definitely the wrong speed. It's wrong speed day today. Started this video over several times too. Yeah, there is of course, lyric sheet. There you go. Yeah, worth picking up if you're into the Greek sounds. Definitely, it is a good record. I think it's a duo, but I'm not sure. There is. No, trio. One of my, yeah. It's not a photo without Corspin, but it is, Nergal is Expulsion, Angel, Horrendous, Infernal Grave, and Bill. There you go. Bill didn't step into the find a weird name for yourself game. I like that. He's probably the guy wearing just a jeans jacket, which is awesome. And then, speaking about the masters, this is the Rotten Christ Promo 95. Their very early start, or one of the early starts, because I think there was earlier material from them. There you go, a Breeding Dragon. This actually looks like a Ketola piece. Pops back up. I think this head is also ish on the Deathspell Omega vinyl box. But yeah. Trio straight out of Greece, the Hellenic cults. There you go, this is the back. And these two records, the Nergal, and then this one came from Christ Killer. So he still has them in stock if you want these. But yeah, there are lyrics in here for the 3 tracks. Necro Mayhem, June 2013, wrote some stuff about this. Material is a demo recorded in '95. Attempt to find a label, could fulfill dreams, la 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 la. Recorded at the famous Storm Studios, where classic Hellenic metal first took shape in the '90s. So yeah, their promo to get signed and to get more shows, I guess, on Floga. And this is I wish it was black, but it is a splatter. There you go. Red, and there's some purple in there, so that makes it a 1-2 with the Nergal. But yeah, that's about it. Just a simple promo, nothing much to say. If you have the tape, you're probably better off. But yeah, the extra artwork sheet makes it nice. There you go. And then into some different territory, equally as slow, baby. This is the Untergang Spectral Voice Split on Extremely Rotten. I think I kicked something. No, it's okay. On Extremely Rotten this time, or again, I should say, there are Danish flags falling everywhere. Of course, their promo train for Extremely Rotten is also in here. Managed to save one. There you go. Always keep one in there so I know where it comes from. There is The Inquisitor, the band we talked about last time with the Wolfslayer. Of course, Untergan. What else is in here? It's been a while since we talked about these bands. Some decaying stuff. Yeah, Strychnos, also a good band, another flag. And then some more stuff. It's incredible, of course, Extremely Rotten. So yeah, from Denmark, the label that is run by the guy from Untergang. A poster for some sick death metal. Newer death metal, I think. And then finally we managed to get to the split itself. This was the second to last one I grabbed from them, and think it was sold out after this. There's a slime or a swamp green, of course, and then there's the black version. Untergan has 3 tracks that I already tried Spanish and Chilean, so I'm good. Spectral Voice has of course, a big ass track, 30 minutes, 53 seconds, Carving Final Impasse. They do what they do best. Yeah, just make death doom, and the others are gurgling, filthy death metal. There is no real surprises in here, but unlike Blood Incantation, where I just don't jump on it immediately, if Spectral Voice pops up, I jump on it immediately, because it's definitely the better of the 2 bands. Extremely good death doom with a crew that can play their hearts out. So yeah, always a pleasure. Where are my Danish flags? They're in here. Get this in, and then I have 2 more for you, and then the other parts will be filmed a little bit later, I think, because my time is running out. The next 2 I can do as a 1-2. They are Black Candle, and this is on the record label, is a bit hard to pronounce. Zoo Records, I think. It's ZZOOOUNN or HH, I'm not sure. Records. Black Candle, mid-90s to late 90s, I think. First full length was 98. But yeah, let's start here. These are the 2 demos put out on Zoo Records, Zoom, I guess. A label from Southern America, but he was in Germany this summer, and I decided to pick up some records from his local then distro. But he forgot to ship one, I think the Chinese one, so that's still coming. But Black Candle, the demos. We have A Winter of Rat from 97, so I was a bit off the mark. It is the other one, My Black Sky, is from 96, so they started, I guess, in the mid-90s. Iron Vault 37 and 36. And they are the first and maybe only, I think, black metal band from the small country that is attached to Belgium called Luxembourg. Horna Arcanum are bands mentioned in the same vein, but I think the Dark Throne logo, Dark Throne influence shouldn't be, should not be forgotten. Pictures look very on point, I think. I mean, they have Azael, Mayhem, something like that, and then Dark Lord Tenebrous, another one, bass and vocal. Yeah, very good sound, very open, very sparse sound, I think, very simple sound, very simple drum beats. Yeah, Dark Throne worship, I guess. But yeah, for demos, very cool. There's a bunch on here. It's in, I don't think they'll be, yeah, it's sung in Luxembourgian, I think, but it's a weird language. Then the demos have some bonus material, rehearsal tracks and live tracks, like My Dark Sky, for example. They come with a obi. This is the one for the battery fingers. That is the full length that is coming up now. Let's see what is full length, what is demos. But yeah, sick pictures. Very good band. Very interesting band, I should say. One thing that makes it interesting is that the full length, their cover was done by none other than Chris Moyen, or Moyen. There you go. Recognizable, of course, with the moon in the back. Another very good band photo. It's unclear as to how many people were in the band. I know it shows 4 people on here, but at some point there were 3, there were 2, so yeah. I guess that's how that goes. Here's the label, Zoo, something like that. And then thick ass collage. There you go. Yeah. Very well produced, I should say. The records look amazing. They even have silver foil. So yeah, that was Black Candle. There's nothing much more to say. It's just, like I said, sparse, simple sounds, looking back to not just Norway, but the fact that they're from Luxembourg doesn't shine through that much. But yeah, they are Benelux, so the eye was up on them. that's it for now. The second part will just be shown in here without, any editing. We'll change the sound out, but like I said, that split is insane. There is some harsher material coming for the viewers that are, not particularly keen on harsh black metal, but yeah, that's the tone for the end of the video. I will see you in that part. Yes, you made it. You're in part 2. Put on Nergal. I think at the right speed this time, so yeah, we're good to go. If you look the back, I changed it up a bit, not, because, a new wall or whatever, everything is falling apart. A new wall, I'm looking at chromium dioxide, the channel, I've been hooked on it. It has such good production and such good set work that this is my production. Okay, some more records. Where I was going with that wall story, if you look closely, there's this one that will show up very soon. I think it's still in stock. It's the Chaos Ritual, extremely well crafted box set. It's still in the plastic. I'm saving it as a bonus for after this video, but yeah. We are going into darker territory. Like I said, they're all very black, these records. Supreme Triumph of Evil by Gold Blood. There you go. I picked these up. Not sure. They were in with a bigger, I think, Funeral Industries maybe, where the Goya flag also comes from. Yeah. Australian Horde, I don't know too much about them. That is the way they want to keep it. Put out through Dark Adversary on CD, which should tell you everything you need to know, but it's on vinyl through Final Agony, which is even more. Victorian Black Metal Underground. But yeah, if Final Agony releases something that has those bona fides vocals. So yeah, this was the soundtrack for a big part of the journey in Italy at the beginning of the year. There you go. Wish I could go to Verdun last week, but alas, get it. There you go. Just supreme, vile, evil, yeah, filthy Australian black. They have a few records. I talked about another one of them not too long ago because I picked some more stuff up by them, but yeah, really good band. It is not easy listening black metal. As you can assume, it is very hateful. A hateful sound, a harsh sound. In that same category, but from America and maybe a bit more listenable, is this one, Cirrus, that was slewing around or crawling around in their distro, and they decided to pick it up, grab it out of there, because it is not hard to get these records, but they don't pop up everywhere, and usually they go for a bit more. Not this one because it's a live rehearsal, but the full length and stuff like that. Also, once again, through Final Agony. Love the cover, love the logo. Actually, it's not really black metal, but very cool medalla. They have a few tracks on here, like I said, live rehearsal from May 2009. Palpitation, Vindictive Dementia, Preventing an Introduction. The Piercing Gaze of Symmetry, The Sharp Beautiful Erasure, Lost in the Wild Daylight, Flesh on Bone to Sputter and Blaze. There doesn't come with that much. Like I said, it was actually put on tape because it's a rehearsal. Yeah, these guys are, I'm blanking on all of their other bands right now, but yeah, do some digging yourself. Not one is coming to mind. Yeah, Cirrus, very, very good band. A lot of releases, a lot of rehearsals, stuff like that. So yeah, something to look into if you are into the scratchier, raw, maybe punk influence here and there sound of USBM, but yeah, worth checking out nonetheless. And speaking about last week, this is the Bloodorden Kristallnacht split that came out through Out of the Dungeon some time ago. Missed it originally back then. I don't know why. Maybe my scope wasn't on the label yet, but a split by basically two similar bands in the sense that they have personnel in common. Yeah. Funeral, Kristallnacht, all those great bands. And this is a split by them that was originally on tape. There you go. Very good photo of the guy. There's of course more in here, but yeah. Release gathers the first 2 full sessions studio sessions recorded in '97. So very sick record, very sick sound, French black metal, whatever you want to know. These are the tape covers, sword in the middle. And good to have this. I think there's another comp coming from Kristallnacht. I think if I pick that up, I probably have enough by him. But yeah, the guy behind it is just musically, yeah, a master smith in black metal. So that's why I keep returning to this LF. Yeah. Awesome. The other one is from winter '96, so we are still in the mid-90s period where the focus is on, or where my interest lay. But yeah, very good split. It's the very good split episode. Sorry for the rapid cuts in the last parts, but I kept remembering records that were still on the rapidly playing list. So this is the absolute last part. I have 2 records and a box set that came in. Sometimes records don't have that much to talk about, like the Seattle rehearsal tape, so I just spat through them a bit, but they deserve attention too. Then, an older record, or re-release of an older record, demo from '96, Old Wains, with something in Russian. This is even more untranslatable than the Horrible Room or the Galdirat stuff. Yeah, this is a classic demo from the Russian scene. They are from Murmansk. It's recorded in Murmansk, Russia, so I assume they are from that region. One of those dark Russian tundra records. You can make out 2, but there are maybe 3, I don't know. On Dark Hidden Productions, the Italian label. So yeah, for a demo, a lot of tracks, 9 tracks on here. They're all in English, that's something, but yeah, a lot of their stuff translates from Russia, of course. Another picture, and here they are a 3-piece. There you go. So yeah, lyrics were written between '95 and '97. That's why it's released in '97. But yeah, that was from '96. So you can see my confusion there. Unholy Nordic metal is what they call it. This is the white splatter version of that one. It was in a lot of distros, but sold out rather quickly. This one is limited to 260 copies. So yeah, I think maybe a total of 1,000, because I think there were 3 versions, something like that. So yeah, comparable to the stuff Blazebird was doing. I don't think they are linked with, but I haven't looked into it, that part. So, Old Wains. Then, even more untranslatable and foreign to me is Book. This is the '98 to 2003 box set done by, I think, yeah, Those Opposed. There you go. The label that also does the Lugubrum cities. Very thick box set, logo on the cover. It's Ukrainian symphonic black metal from Kharkiv. So this is a box set that combines the 3 full lengths. I think they have 4. Maybe there's 1 combined on here. Like I said, it's all in, this is all in Ukrainian, so there's no info to pull, but yeah, they are of the NS category. And I'm not sure if these are the original album covers, because they have a lot of pressings, a lot of bootlegs, a lot of unofficial releases, but yeah, those are the 3. Chock full of material, of course. I'm not sure if this is sold out, but I haven't seen it pop up, maybe for obvious reasons. There is a big patch that comes with it. There is a DVD of a live in Kolvorod, Kolvorod Fest from '98. So yeah, that's in there. And there is the vinyl box set numbering. This is 46 out of 300. So yeah, all in all, pretty big and full, chock full box set. posters are in here with logos. There are, what is missing in my opinion is a little bit of liner notes or context, because there's one poster. Is there something here? There's nothing like history-wise or something like that, so yeah. I think there's one more poster, but it should have a Viking, yeah, or Viking warrior, haggard Viking warrior, I should say. So I can wait to dive in. I know this is a band that is whispered about music-wise and stuff like that, so time to finally delve in and why not to it head first into a big-ass box. So that's that. Russia and Ukraine, work it out. Then, the very last one, Euronymous passed away. I don't know why we celebrate it, but 30 years ago. So around the time, I think maybe 2 months ago, there was a record coming out. This one, let's not drag or bury the lead. A tribute to Euronymous, a sinister hail to the king on labels. The Sinister Flame. Here we go, this is the full cover. One of the more incredible pictures by him. Not often used. But yeah, they are from the, I think, the more beige, yellowish pictures. Yeah, this one is a very good one. This is the reimagining of, I think, the Mysterious Dom Satanas. Yes, Funeral Moon, Funeral Fog, Freezing Moon, Curse and Eternity, Pagan Fears, the A-side, Life Eternal, which is awesome. From the Dark Past, Buried by Time and Dust, and the Mysterious Dom Satanas. All reimagined or reworked covers basically by bands from the label like Hach Shatan, Aitirik, I don't know that one, Orthodoxy, Abyssum, I know some, but definitely not all. Ordnance, Baksaksaksa, which we know, of course, Ifrin, that had a full length on the label, then Stygian Temple does the Mysteries. All in all, another cool comp, and you can't have too much copies of that record, I guess. Drawing, I think from one of the zines, the Mayhem zine maybe, I don't know. And some lyric notes that came with it. Is there anything on here? Frater Northwind, on behalf of Sinister Flame and everybody involved, wrote the lyrics. But yeah, it's his history with the record, I assume. I have not checked it out completely, but nonetheless, fun to have this comp. And this sold out very rapidly. I don't think there are... It's not going to get a repress as far as I know, and it disappeared rather quickly, so maybe if you just Google it, some distros will appear that carry it. You know the records, you know. But there's some good versions on it. Baksaksaksa. Love it. You could pick out that full too, which is on, again, the same label, of course. That's it. Hail to the King. That is black metal worked true. I only have the tape delay, which I'm still staring at. There is this thing that will pop up, and then the Abigor video will appear somehow, somewhere. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. My mutilation crown, Jesus Christ, I have too much shit. We'll see each other the next time, and that's probably the tape delay, if I can drag my ass to the couch and listen to some tapes. That's it for now, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.